welcome back to my channel. I thought I would do a real quick flip through of the tag journals, tag books. These are the ones that Natalie and I did in our little mini series this week, and I like the way it turned out. I had some issues in the live on yesterday, but we did make it through for the most part. So yeah, this is my closure, and I just put some lace. Apparently my sewing machine on live sounds like a train. But anyways, there she is, all nice and done. So let's have a look and see what I did. So this is just one of the tags from, even Natalie wasn't sure which kit it was from. I don't know. But anyways, it was sitting on my desk and thought I'm going to use it. Hey there, Buggy Boo. Good boy. And so I just did kind of like little clusters here. And this is from Nathalie's little kit. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's just all numbers, and she took so much time to get them done. It's just, and it's lots to cut out, but it is very nice to have on hand when you need a number, or you need there's some signatures in there. So yeah, definitely something to check out. I will put a link to it in the comment section or description section. Okay, so this one here, I meant to, oh look it, I have to either glue this shut or put another tag in, general card in there. That I'll have to think about. I think I'm just going to glue it shut because it's already getting fairly thick. So let's just glue it shut right now while we're here. So much for the quick flip through. We do fixes on the fly, don't we, us junk journalers? We do them as they need them. Okay. Glue that. There we go. There, that'll be much better. It's pretty full already. So this side here is just a place to write, and here's a little piece that you can write. I have a little pocket here. And this pocket came from a piece of an envelope that I had hanging around. And I thought, hey, you know, these were glued together. I thought, you know, that kind of makes a cool pocket. And so then these here are my little journaling cards. So a fair amount of writing space there. For a tag book, I thought it was pretty good. And then there's these. And these were cards, but I took and just gave them a quick fussy cut. I like them that way. And you can write on them. I've used every one that was in the kit, I think twice. And so just a little ledger card that I had hanging around. I think this one might even be from Two Sisters Jam. I thought just a little place to write a note. And then these are also in the kit. And just, again, just a little place to write a note. Now these, you can add more to these pockets if you are these here if you wanted to, but I'm not going to. And then these were just some scraps that I had left over, and round the corners, and they look like they belong. Round them, ink them, and they look like there's something that should have been there anyways. So then we got that. And then this here is one of the envelopes. And again, one of those cards that I cut out. And let's see, we have a pocket. I tore paper here, so you can write on this, but I kept it as a pocket. And I have two of those in there. And I printed two to the page, I think it was, and then it was, okay, get in there. There we go. Get in there. There. I printed 2 to a page, and they were already 2 to a page, so I ended up with these tiny little butterflies, which are so cute. I love them. And then I just made a little pocket here with another piece of scrap and one of the Tim Holtz gals. And then that's what those cards look like. So I just roughed it up and put some of my tape on there. And then this one here has the, I used one of the tags in there and just cut it down to fit into a journaling card. You can put this way too. Oh, this way it would be, okay. And which is probably the way I meant for it to be, because it kind of takes and layers the tags around. And so then another spot to write here. I just did this together with a pamphlet stitch, 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and I used this ribbon or lace. I don't know what you want to call it. It's kind of cool, and I use it quite often, especially for the binding. And then again, some more scraps, tags, butterflies. Oh, and this here is a little pocket on this side too that just has a little place to write a little note. And then another card. A pocket holds some tags. So considering this is a tag book, there's quite a few places to put notes and little stories. You could write in here too. And then put this over top and you have a little hidden spot. And then this is what I do sometimes with the pockets. I put a pocket on this side here, but I take and put the bottom part, which is the which you're supposed to glue down. I can't remember what it's called. So that gives your pocket more space. I didn't want more space, but I often do wrap that around the bottom so that I have a little tuck spot on the next page. Another one of these. And then this here is just a journaling card that I made, clustered, or yeah, I did cluster. Collage, that's what I did, collage. And I quite often like to hang things over top of the edge of the pocket, so it just gives it another little dimension. And then just writing space on this one. Another one of those flowers. Like I said, there's quite a bit of writing, places to write in here. And then this envelope, I turned it into a pocket. But I thought that was kind of fitting the nurse and the medicine. And then this here, a little envelope. I just backed it with a book page that I had hanging around. Just put a few little items in there. Nothing, just basically scraps is what it was. Again, like I said, round those corners, ink them up a little bit, and they look like they're... Now, you know I had this closed. So I don't know why. This is... Look at that. Come on. Must be just a little crooked. Well, let's just do this. Let's just put this like this. My goodness. I must have had a little bit of angle. Oh, there we go. I'm just gonna... Don't know how I had that fit in there so easily, because it sure didn't want to this time, did it? So I'm still in my coughing bit a bit. It seems to be coming back, making a round 2 or 3 or 4. I don't even know what round it's on now. But you can hear it in my voice. It sounds like the cold is coming back, possibly. I don't know. I'm getting tired of it already. And then this one here. And then this is my little clipboard. That's just a little tuck spot. And put that like so. And these are my little papers in there. And then this here has just a little place to write a little note. Again, one of those little small butterflies. I wish I would have used more of this in here. I totally forgot. But that's okay. Next time. I quite enjoyed making this tag book. I had different ideas on how I was going to bind it, and those didn't work. So next time I'm going to think of a better way and do a different binding on it. And that's part of the kit. And he's just resting because the sign says so. And another one of those envelopes. And I just took a piece of scrap paper and put a few little things in there. And then in here again is filled with some tags and some scraps. Just little, you need a little place to write a little note. Tuck it back in there so no one knows it's there. And then again, there's another pocket. Journaling card. Just going to put this on here like so. I like those little heart paper clips. Another space there. Just for a little bit of writing, and I may turn this into a belly band. I don't think I didn't even back those ones. I might have to do that. And then this little bingo card is a little pocket, and I just put one of those admit one tickets in there. She's going to bingo. She's going to go play bingo. And another one of those beautiful flowers. I just love those flowers. And then this side here has a pocket. And what I did here was I took, it's a journaling card, and I put one of these picture frames on here and made it a belly band. So there's some items in there to write on. And then this here I just collaged over top of that space in there. And then this here, if I can get this out, come on. There we go. I love that bird. I'm a bird person. And so is she. She likes birds too. And I like the way this edged, because it just looked kind of cool going in here. And of course now I can't get it in there either. There we go. Okay, so that is my little tag book. Had lots of fun building this. Nathalie and I are looking to do another mini series in February, probably the last week of February, just like we did this time. And if you have some ideas, leave it in the comments of something that you might like to see, or note it in the Facebook groups, Nathalie's or myself. All that information will be where you can find our Facebook groups and whatnot will be in the description of the video. So thanks for joining me today. Have yourselves an awesome day. Bye-bye.